You see the headlines every single day, right? AI can do this, AI can do that. It's amazing. But have you ever stopped to think about what it really takes to get these things working in the real world? Well, today we're going to deconstruct all that hype. We're going to dig into the hidden, hands-on work that's actually powering this whole AI revolution. And we're going to do it using some incredible insights from Jason Droege, the new CEO of Scale AI. You know, the company that's right in the middle of all of it. And this quote, man, it just nails the problem perfectly. There's this massive disconnect. The promise of AI is, yeah, it's mind-blowing, but getting it to work on the ground, that's like laying fiber optic cable. It's gritty, it's messy, someone's literally got to dig up the road. There's a huge gap between a flashy demo and a tool that a real business can bet on.
So yeah, getting an AI system solid enough to actually automate a really important business process, we're talking 6, sometimes even 12 months. So what is all this slow, difficult road digging work? The stuff nobody really talks about. Let's break it all down.
Okay, so the first thing you have to understand is that how we train AI has gone through this absolutely radical change. Seriously, it's not about just labeling data anymore, not by a long shot. It's about capturing something way more complex, human judgment. Just look at the jump in complexity here. It's kind of insane. 18 months ago, training a model might have been asking someone, hey, which of these two little stories do you like better? Today, we're talking about tasks that need world-class pros. We're talking about a top-tier developer building an entire website from scratch, or a medical expert explaining the nuances of cancer research directly to a model. It's a whole new ballgame.
And this isn't just about low-cost labor from somewhere else anymore. I mean, look at these numbers. 80% of the experts in Scale AI's network have a bachelor's degree or higher, and a full 15% have a PhD. We've shifted to these highly educated professionals who are earning serious money to teach AI their very specific expertise. And that, right there, is a massive game changer for the entire industry.
And these aren't just simple little tasks, one click and you're done. So what does this expert-driven training actually look like? Well, a developer isn't just handing over a finished piece of code. They are annotating their entire thought process, why they made this choice instead of that one. Or think about an AI agent that's learning to use Salesforce. It has to be trained to navigate a super customized, complex environment. These kinds of tasks take hours, and it's all about capturing the deep, deep reasoning of real experts. So if you're faced with these huge, complex AI challenges, how do you even start to tackle them? Well, it turns out the playbook isn't some secret AI formula. It actually comes from fundamental business principles, the same kind of thinking that Jason Droege used to help build Uber Eats into the global giant it is today. Now, to really get the mindset here, you just have to appreciate the scale. Jason's team took Uber Eats from just an idea to a $20 billion a year business in 4.5 years. Today, it's an $80 billion business. That kind of crazy growth doesn't just happen by accident. It happens because you uncover some core, undeniable insight. And here it is. This was their alpha. They did their own homework because, restaurants weren't just going to hand over their financial statements. And they figured out that for a normal restaurant, your big costs, your labor, your rent, they're already paid for. So that means an extra order that comes through Uber Eats isn't just making a 30% profit. It's actually closer to a staggering 70% incremental profit margin. That is a massive, massive unlock. So they had this independent, ground truth understanding of their customer's business. And that gave them the absolute confidence to go out and build a marketplace that solved the single biggest problem for any restaurant, getting more customers, getting more orders, even if it was through a virtual door. Okay, so let's jump to the future and see how this all connects, because the entire field of AI is making this huge pivot right now. We're moving away from models that just know things to agents that can actually do things. And this is a whole new level of hard. I mean, answering a question is one thing, but reliably going into a complex software system like Salesforce or a hospital's medical records and completing a task without messing everything up, that's something else entirely. It means you have to train the AI in a kind of sandbox, a safe copy of that real environment, so it can learn to act effectively. And here is a really powerful, real-world example of this. Imagine a doctor is treating a rare case. They've got a 300-page patient file in front of them. An AI tool can scan that whole thing in seconds and find a critical hidden drug allergy that a human might totally miss. That's incredible, right? But that's also where today's tech hits a wall. The AI can find the fact, but what's the next step? what do you do with that information? That's where expert human judgment has to take over. And this right here, this is the next frontier, digitizing judgment. It's about moving beyond just feeding AI tons of raw data. It's about actually teaching it the nuanced, context-specific wisdom that real experts use to make decisions. Because think about it, the same document can mean completely different things inside two different companies. And capturing that unique institutional knowledge, that's the new bottleneck. So with all this complexity, with this long, hard road ahead of us, what's the right strategy for anyone out there trying to build something that's going to last in the AI space? Is it just about moving as fast as you can? Well, not exactly. In this crazy hype cycle where all the advice you hear is just go for it, go, 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 the most important strategy is actually just survival. You have to make sure you don't lose long before you even get a chance to win. And why is that? It's because most companies don't fail in some big dramatic explosion. They fail because they just give up. They run out of time, they run out of money before they find the right product or hit the right timing or discover that one crucial insight. The key is you have to still be in the game in 5 years to solve your customers' problems. And that means you have to calculate your risks and build a business that is built to endure. So, as we watch this incredible AI race play out, maybe the real question isn't just about who's building the biggest model the fastest. Maybe the real question is, who is out there quietly doing the hard foundational road digging work? Who's digitizing judgment and building systems that are robust enough to create real, lasting value in the world? So I'll leave you with this. In the race to build AI, what essential on-the-ground work do you think is being overlooked?